Guys, I went to the shop yesterday and finished most of the fuel tank. I just started mounting it up. As you can see, I cut little rubber pucks that go on there. I just tacked the tabs on. The rear tabs here, I've got to put a piece of flat bar across and drill 2 holes for that to sit in. But yeah, I'm just unmounting it now, and I'm going to weld the tabs solid so they don't move. And also weld the tab solid for the fuel pump, which I mounted here too. After I'm done that, I cut a piece of aluminum for the firewall. It's a little bit big, so I'm going to take the hole saw and notch out where the pipes go, well, where the tubes go for the chassis up in the corners, and it should fit in there nicely, and then also a hole for the wiring loom to go through. And once that's mounted, it'll give me a spot to mount the fuse box and the ECU, make that look all pretty back here finally. So I'll keep going on that. I got the fuel tank almost all mounted up. Gotta do the flat bar mount along the back, but it ain't moving now. So that's real simple, quick, but all 4 of those are done. Got the little rubber pucks in there I made. I just cut those with a hole saw out of a sheet of 1/4-inch rubber that I had around. The fuel pump's mounted, it doesn't actually touch there, which is nice. But that's all rubber anyway, so it won't rattle. Then onto the firewall. I notched out all the corners, notched out for the wire. Now that fits in there, so now I just gotta make some mounting tabs and the bars, drill it, and bolt it down. So I'm probably going to do that probably right now. And then I can mount up the ECU on here. Can bolt on there, and same with the fuse box. Look a lot better. And then we might look into making a mount for the speedometer and a mount for the key. The point that we're at now, we're going to be able to start knocking things off real quick here, as long as I just stay motivated and keep making mounts, making whatever I gotta do here. The shock should be here on Monday, which is nice, so I'll be able to start planning those out. I need to get the rear wheels on before I can do those shocks, but we'll be there soon. Look at all this fucking room for activities, boys. Looking good. I rolled the buggy out of here. It's probably not going to go back in there for a while, at least until I have the shocks and wheels on it. It's probably going to stay right here in the driveway. But it's nice to look at it out here. Finally, you can see the wheels a little better. Get a better look at it. But cut some tabbies here for the firewall mounts. Here, so I'm going to pop the firewall off, mark all those, clean them, and then we can weld them on. And the nice thing about having the buggy out here now is that I can use the 50 amp power to the welder. Here, the cord actually reach it, so, which is nice to finally get to use that again. Yeah, so I'll get the firewall mounted, and then we can mount up the ECU and the fuse box on there. Alright, I got the firewall mounted on there. It's not moving now. It is rattly as hell, as you can hear that. So I'm just going to lay some foam tape around the edges of probably all the panels before I hammer them down, and then it'll stop the rattle in them. Not too hard to do. And then, so now I can line up the ECU and the fuse box on here and pop some holes and mount them, which will help clean things up here quite a bit. There we go. There's the ECU. Bolt that on there, and the fuse box. There we go. Almost. Yeah, that's how that. Just like that. Fuse box and then ECU. Probably up as high as we can get them, maybe like that. And I can tie down all the wires, tape them. So I'll mark those out, drill some holes, and mount them. And then I was also thinking, there's just like, it's hard to tell, but see the raised plate on my upright here? It holds the pivot pin from moving when you hammer it in. It sits inside there. And I have more of those that go on here, 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 here. So that's 4 of them. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 8 of those I can put on too. They're just in the house, but that involves making sure that all the ends are welded, cleaned, and then they're a little bit tight going in, so I've got to clean that up with a grinder on the outside before I slap them on. So I'll see if I can get those on there too. I'm trying to get as much welding done as I can with the plug here. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. But made real good progress. Looks awesome having it out of here. Got the fuel tank mounted today, fuel pump mounted today, firewall done, ECU and fuse box mounted. So that's definitely a good amount of work for today. Tomorrow I'm going to be making a bolt bin trip, so I'll be able to get lots of hardware here because I'm missing hardware left, right, and center right now. And hopefully cut a floor, and maybe, yeah, just cut a floor tomorrow. So I'll have a floor to put on there too. But yeah, looking awesome, guys. There's a better look at those wheels I purchased. Unfortunately, I can't fit the center caps on them. I put those away right here. Here they are. Yeah, unfortunately, you can see those there in the rear wheels. My stub axles stick out too far for these, unfortunately. As you can see. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that. I might pop a hole, but also I have caps that go on here to seal the bearings away from any dirt, right? So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, I'm going to go inside, have myself a beer, and do some editing, and get this video up for you guys.